rallying from last week personally, but also sealing it when the defense had to take stand after stand after stand throughout the course of this game. What does that mean to you?
I mean, as a defense, that's why we're out there. No matter how rough it gets, we're the backbone. We always got our offense back. At the end of the play, it's just to seal the deal. You know, no matter how the game is flowing, offensively or defensively, we always got each other back. So.
And then, sorry, for you personally to make that play.
So I think earlier during that drive, I kind of felt like they were going to come back to it because I had kind of slowed up on a dig route. So basically just seeing that play, seeing him, the release, the stem, everything, I knew that was kind of his play. But at the end of the day, luckily I just made a play on it.
Gary?
Darius, making big plays at key times seems like it's becoming a habit for you. After making that play against the Eagles, you got another one today. Is that just opportunity, taking advantage of it, or are you doing something that's kind of making you in those positions?
Nah, man, I think that's just God blessing me, man. At the end of the day, I try to be basically like a red dot, somebody that's dangerous on the field. And I want every quarterback, I want everybody that ever targets me to know it's a 50-50 chance of getting a pick. So I just think really it's just the positions that I'm in and capitalizing on them.
Eric?
Hey, Darius. Have you always had good ball skills, or is it something you kind of worked out over time?
I feel like I always had them. I'm always working on them, but I feel like I always had them.
Were you a receiver coming up?
No, I wasn't. I wasn't a receiver. But, I mean, in the NFL, DBs, takeaways. So almost after every practice, on the jugs, always catching balls.
And then with 20 on the other side, I mean, you're obviously going to get targeted.
Right.
How do you feel about that? How do you approach that?
That's great. I mean, Jalen, that's a dog on the other side. And I know teams scared of him, so that just opened up. That's probably a lot of reasons why I get, targets thrown at me, PBUs, whatever it is. All credit to Jalen because he just so good on his other side. But, of course, that plays a big role. I mean, teams only going to target him a few times, so I'm the only other side they can go to.
Thank you.
Gary?
Darius, where do you think you guys sit now after the first quarter of the season with 3-1 record?
I mean, I feel defensively and offensively, I think we're both good. We can easily improve. This is nowhere near our best on both sides of the ball. And I just see a ton of growth happening in this next 12 games.
And what happened there after the game down on the field? It looked like Jalen got into it a little bit with someone.
Oh man, I got no idea. I wasn't even nowhere over there. I just saw a scuffle, broke out. I got no idea what's going on.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, we'll go with Emmanuel.
The front seven got a lot of pressure today. How does the pressure kind of complement you guys on the back end?
Man, that's clutch. Like everything starts with our D-line, with 9'9", 90, everybody. So them boys always getting back there. It's easier, especially as a secondary for us. We know for the most part nobody can go deep. You gotta block Aaron Donald, you gotta block 90, you gotta block Floyd Leonard, you gotta block all them boys for a long time. So that is extremely is a big lift off our shoulders.